Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn from Jessica Lynn Original Studios, and today I thought, you know what, let's go and create a card. Now, I was out on YouTube and I was watching some videos, and I found a video by Natasha, and her last name is Foote, Fute? Anyway, her card was just really exciting to me. She uploaded it. It's called a split down the middle technique. And I was like, well, you know, I wonder if I have enough to make that. And so I'll put the link down to her video down below, but I was really inspired by it. So to get myself started, I went ahead and I have sticker paper. And so I took the sticker paper and I cut it just a little larger than the size of my finished card. And then I couldn't decide because she suggests picking, you know, a couple different color papers. And so I really love this paper pack. It's one of my favorites. It's just got such a nice blend of bright colors. I took a look at this one and I thought, no, not quite the same feel. And so inevitably I just went ahead back to the Bright and Splash. And I got that paper probably about 2 years ago, and I think I got it on Walmart. Sounds funny, but I went actually on their app, and I had to hit the $35 so that they would go and get everything for me and then bring it out to the car. And so I think this paper pack was like $3 or $4. And so it was just enough to push me over the top, and my husband was like, really? And I'm like, well, you know, I had to spend $3 more, so I'd rather spend it there than on gum or chocolate or something else I don't need. So we're going to pick 3 different colors, and I don't need a ton, although it's a whole 12 by 12 pack, so I'll just be putting the extra back in for later, so not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and start by, you can see I just cut something just a little bit bigger than my sticker that is a little bit bigger than my card. And I'm just going to cut strips. Now, I started cutting with the scissors and then I realized I probably should have used my little guillotine to cut them so they would have been straighter. But they didn't turn out too bad. So, you know, it probably could have been a little bit better had I gotten that out. I'm in transition in my office, my studio space, and half my stuff is in one old office and the other half is downstairs in another, so it's all good. So I've got all the strips, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead, now I use sticker paper, and I'm going to actually go ahead and peel off it so that I can stick the colored paper that I just cut right to the sticker surface. I thought that would be a really easy way to do it instead of having to like hand glue every piece, because that would have gotten really messy and sloppy. The sticker paper itself, I got it on Amazon. It was really inexpensive. I want to say that it was maybe for a pack of like 100 sheets, maybe $10. But you can see it's sticker paper, so that's kind of fun too. I might try and play around with that a little bit more too, because as an artist, I could draw some stickers, turn them in, do some fun stuff with that. So I might play around with that a little bit more. I might try and see if I can color in the paper with Copics too, just to see how that goes. So I guess the way I would think about this is just like quilting, right? So we are gonna paper piece, and quilting you would, you know, patchwork quilt, but you would, you know, cut your strips, sew them together. The nice part is I don't have to sew this on because the glue just holds them together. Now again, if I had used more than 3, I probably could have made a more unique pattern. I think about all the ideas that you could do. You could do chevrons. You could do all kinds of fun. You could even do a fun like basket weave. That would be fun. But I really like kind of this idea. And again, my goal was to try and see if I could recreate this in my own version. And I just thought it was such a simplistic and beautiful card she created. And I think that's the fun of crafting, you know. We're all trying to be inspired, and it's amazing when someone comes up with something that you go, oh, I want to try that. You know, I'm never going to use the same papers. I'm never going to use the same, you know, whatever. But it's really fun to create my own version of something. And I love this. I think it's fun. It does remind me a lot of a quilt that I started. I just started cutting, you know, strips like this and sewing them together. I've wanted to quilt for a long time, but I don't have yet the patience for it. And I've really tried. I want to maybe make a quilted blanket for each of my girls. So we're going to go ahead and finish this all up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get out my box of die cuts. I do have a video where I show you how to make this box and how to kind of organize your die cuts. I'm a huge fan of just having my die cuts in one place. And like you can see, I went through, and that's from Cat Scrappiness. I love those dies. They're my favorite. I love when it has like the little stitched edge, because it just looked like I sewed paper or something. It's just such a fun finish. I have got my old school... my little cutter there, my Cuddle Bug, old school. Actually got that many years ago, and I have babied it because it's just a great little workhorse. Now I'm going to go ahead and, just like the video that I'm talking about that I am recreating from Natasha, I am going to go in and I'm going to cut that little same circle once and then twice. Now in her video she did it 3 times, but I'm just going to cut it twice because I used a little bit of a bigger die cut than she did. So you can see there it is. I love the finish of this card. I think it is so cute. So we're going to line it all up. Just make sure. Yep, there we go. And here we go. Now you could use a little tape to hold it on. I'm just going to throw it right through real quick. So cute. Put this away. Oh, got stuck to the thing. So let's go ahead and we will put all these pieces away. And then what we're going to do, and always put your die cuts away. I do that so often I forget, and that is just such a bad thing. So I'm sure you've had that same thing where, you know, you forget and then you don't put it away. So there's my cute little die cuts. So we're going to go ahead, and right now it looks like an outlet that you'd have on the floor. But now what we're going to do is we're going to line it up, straighten out the edges. We're going to glue it down, and then what I'm going to do is actually cut that in half. So right through the middle, I'm going to actually cut it. And what I'm going to do is I have a little piece of cardstock that I'm going to line up, and I'm going to cut it after I straighten this out. And then what we do is we're going to cut the circle as well, and then we'll put it opposite on foam risers. So this is going to be really fun. I cannot wait to see how this looks. I absolutely love Natasha's card, and it was funny because after watching it, I think that's the fun, you know, to be inspired and go, I want to make that now. Like, I want to go and cut paper out and make that card. And it's a super simplistic, easy card. Takes a little bit of time, but it's just so cool. And if you have some of your favorite papers, or if somebody's like, my favorite colors are these two, and you know that, and you're trying to make a card to cheer somebody up, I mean, that could be a fun way to not feel like you're stuck with the paper you have. You can kind of make something new. I did that a lot during the pandemic when I made masks. I would actually stitch different fabrics together and then cut the pattern out for the mask, so you'd have a bunch of different fabrics rather than just one solid mask fabric, which it just really brought something special to it, so I really liked that. Alright, now that it is cut, we're going to go ahead and glue it on. We're going to snip that top part, just make sure that everything is nice and straight. And then what we're going to do is the two circles each line up to, obviously they have a corresponding spot. Again, looks like half an outlet. Almost kind of looks like a little face too. Now you can see, there we go. Oh, there we go. And what we're going to do is find the middle of each of those circles, and then we're going to cut the circles in half. And then what she did was the right side of the circles is actually going to get added to the card, and the left-hand side will be for another card or something else. What's cool is that she left the left side white to be a contrast, and it looks so neat. Like, her video just really, again, I felt like I have to go and make this and try this out. And I think that's the fun of it. You know, you learn different techniques, different ideas, and then all of a sudden you buy a stamp set from like JessicaLynnOriginal or, you know, One Fawn, Cat Scrappiness, whomever you like. And, you know, you learn how to kind of take those images and work them in with this. Like, this could be a really cute card if you did it like that. And you could even put some characters in those little arches, which would be really cute. Really fun birthday kind of thing. So if you did like red and white, like a circus birthday, that would be cool. I might have to try that too. But yeah, so again, it's all fun in kind of figuring it out, playing around with the ideas, and then making it your own. Alright, so you can see how that lines up. We're just going to put the foam on there. Now, I did glue the one side straight down. She did foam on hers, which I guess I could have done that too, which probably would have gave it more dimension. But what I really love about this is that, again, you can make it any kind of card you want with sentiments or critters, or put some animals or something in there, you know? It even looks like eyeballs almost a little bit. But at first I thought, you know, do I want a sentiment to run up and down the side? Do I want it to run the other direction? Which way? And I really kind of couldn't decide. And it was funny because I was like, what do I use? And I had a stamp set from my friend Sandy Boone. She is the owner of 3 Room Studio Stamps. And so I decided to use her stamp set and her sentiments to be able to stamp down at the bottom. And it's a set that I love. It's all these tiny, maybe like 12-point font words. And so they've got words like happy anniversary. It's all like the things you'd want for a card. You know what I mean? Like, dear friend, missing you because of you. This is just the beginning. Way to do that thing. Fist pump. You know, it's just a really great set of sentiments. And so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put on there missing you. I just thought, you know, simplistic, keep it simple. And we'll go ahead and put that on there down at the bottom. So there is that set. See, and I was trying to decide, do I want a bigger set, smaller? You know, and that's why I decided to go with missing you. I thought that would just be the perfect one. And you can see how simplistic and beautiful and clear that stamp stamped. Now on the back, because I made the card, number one, I'm going to go ahead and sign it. And then I do have, in all of the Jessica Lynn Original stamps, whenever you order ours, they always include a little Jessica Lynn Original stamp that you can put on the back of your cards to let people know where you got stamps or anything like that, or who the card was made by. And so I'm just going to stamp that on the back. Gonna flip my close to my heart ink. Oh, no, wait, is that? Yeah, that is close to my heart. It's that weird flip. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign the back. I always encourage you, sign the back of your cards. You made them. You're the artist of the cards. And, you know, it means so much. So you can see there's our little Jessica Lynn Original, our cute little sentiment, missing you, and our Natasha-inspired paper piecing. I love it. I thought it was such a cute card. Really easy to make, really fun. I'm really glad that I tried it. Don't forget, visit our website, JessicaLynnOriginal.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel here. We do a lot of paper crafting, card making, Halloween stuff, Disney, and more. And then I'd love to have you like and comment. Take care, everybody.